All right, so Jeff Skinner, what's up? How you doing? 80 overall. You're clearly not happy. We are back on track with Ottawa. Let's go. That's right, boys. The Ottawa train is about to leave the station. Everyone hop back on board. We had a mini little stop at the station. Everyone's kind of freaking out what's going on. But no, we're good to go. We're hopping back on. Welcome back to the Ottawa Senators franchise mode. Now, I pondered for a few days, what should we do after our draft mishap? Now, if you don't know what happened, I had a bit of an issue where some save files, they screwed up because I had a power surge at my house and everything went out in my entire room. So my gaming computer, everything turned off, and that somehow corrupted some of the save files. So I only had the one right after the draft. It auto-simmed the draft. I don't know what happened. I literally don't have a legitimate answer for you. During the draft, I was like 3 picks in, and then boom, my power just decided to go out. Everything surged, and for some reason, it simmed the entire draft once my power went out, and it ended up with a save file, which was what I have here. So, with that being said, we ended up selecting Glenn Sumal, which was the defenseman that we didn't want to get. We did not need a defenseman. This was supposed to be our year to tank. This was supposed to be the year to turn the franchise around. And of course, in Ottawa fashion, this happens. Because of course it does, because Ottawa. Now I would like to announce the start of GM week as of today, which is going to be Thursday, October 18th. You guys are going to get a GM mode every single day until Thursday the 25th. All right, that's 7 days, 7 straight Ottawa videos, because I'm not so sure how much longer we are going to be doing this Ottawa Senators franchise mode. It was good that I got a lot of your guys' comments. A lot of you guys wanted me to either stop or, maybe continue on with another team or do a legend franchise mode or do this and that. So it's good to get a lot of your guys' feedback. I'm happy about that. But I want to focus on Ottawa for the time being. I'm just going to come out and say it. I have another franchise mode in the works that I'm working on off camera. I have to create a bunch of players for that. No, it's not Seattle Storm Bears 2.0. It's something we've done in the past, and you guys really want to see it back, and I definitely do as well. But we got to worry about Ottawa, okay? We got to worry about Ottawa and how long we're going to be here. Well, we've been here since 2018, 2019, so it's been a few years. The Bruins won the Cup twice, and then the Dallas Stars won the Cup. So in our time in Ottawa, the Bruins won the Cup and then the Dallas Stars won the Cup. I don't know if we're going to see a Stanley Cup here because it's honestly, don't even get me started here. But Ottawa has been a difficult run in here. It's been a lot of up and downs, but I'm ready to focus on it right now. I'm going to give it a couple more years. We're going to see how far we get in GM week, and then I'm going to get your guys' thoughts on what we should do. So here we are. Now let's have a look at our draft that I have no idea what happened. So I have the list of the top picks. It was obviously the Islanders, the Anaheim Ducks, Ottawa, Detroit, Colorado, Carolina, and so on and so forth. So what I want to do here is I want to see who everyone else took. Now I am going to make an announcement. I did turn Fog of War completely off. I'm going to do that for the draft. I like to see players' overalls. That's what's fun for me. People said to turn it off for a long time ago. I should have listened then. I really, really like Fog of War for individual play. If I'm going to play just on my own, just a one-on-one, but I'm not. I'm playing with all the assistant GMs. 10 to 15,000 people per episode watch these videos, and I think it's more fun if you guys get to see out of the draft. Like, say, for example, the New Jersey Devils, they draft like a franchise goalie in like the 6th round. Then in future videos, we can go look at that goalie and say, hey, here's how that guy did from that draft pick. We did that a lot in Seattle, and I think I want to continue that here. So Fog of War is now off. I'm going to turn it on for the regular season, turn it off for the draft and the re-sign stage, and then all that stuff is going to be good to go. So we still have to send our scouts out, obviously. We're not going to be completely eliminating scouting, but for the draft and the re-sign stage, I want to see what our rookies are right out of the bat. So before we look at our rookies, I want to have a look at who else was drafted. Now we know that Frederick Bang, I assume, went number 1. He went to the New York Islanders, so let's see. Is he going to be medium? Oh my god, he's franchise. Medium franchise, 82 overall. Thomas Bang. Sorry, did I call him Frederick Bang? I think there's a Frederick Bang as well that went a few years ago in the draft, but already a third-line scorer, medium franchise. So the Islanders lose Tavares, they get Bang. All right, now the Anaheim Ducks, they selected number 2. Now, it could have been Giordano, it could have been that Russian guy as well, who was, so they picked Giordano number 2, and he was a medium elite 79 overall. Damn, so even if we wanted to go for Giordano, we wouldn't have been able to get him because he went number 2 to Anaheim. So number 3, we had quite a few options, and for some reason, I mean, you look at it, it's not that bad. 78 overall, medium elite, Glenn Sumal. He's going to play in the NHL next year, which is good. It's good. Do we need another defenseman? No, not really. But his offensive upside looks pretty damn good. I mean, considering he's a defensive defenseman, he doesn't look like he's that bad. He played for the U.S. developmental program. He had 58 points in 67 games. I mean, he's a can't-miss prospect, but I am interested to see who went after him. Now, that one guy, I forget his name now, Pierre-Luc something. He was the French guy who I wanted to go after. Let's see if Detroit picked him with the 4th overall pick. They didn't. They went with Morrison, another defenseman. So Chad Morrison here, again, pretty much the exact same thing as Glenn Sumal. Both can't-miss defensive prospects. Colorado got number 5 because, of course, they did. So Colorado-Ottawa thing is getting a bit ridiculous, and they picked... Who did they pick? Smiles? Was that a guy? Yeah, I guess they picked Smiles. Okay, Armit Smiles, right. Okay, he was there, so 71 overall. And the one guy who I was really having a look at here, he could have went to Carolina. They had the next pick, and oh my god, Grand Pierre, 81 overall. This is like Fitzmaurice. This is all, oh my god, Ottawa. Ottawa, why are you so difficult? Pascal Grand-Pierre, this was the guy that I wanted. I would have taken him with our 3rd overall pick. Or I maybe would have traded down because he ended up going number 6 to Carolina. Oh my god, what a draft steal. This is Avery Fitzmaurice 2.0. Oh my god. Okay, so then just for fun, Montreal, blah, blah, blah. They picked Leopold, I guess. No, they didn't pick him. They picked someone else, maybe a goalie? Oh, no, they picked this guy, Zachariah Goring. Zachariah Goring. There's that. And then the Rangers had the 8th overall pick. Who did they pick just for fun? I assume it's Noah Greer. Yeah, this was one of the guys. Oh, no, he went 17th. Damn, there's a lot of good players in this draft. Rammer, they picked Rammer, and that was 20th. I don't know who they picked. But anyways, you guys get the gist. Okay, so it was this guy, Caleb Konowalchuk. There you go. So you guys get the gist of who was picked. Now, I thought I should mention that I decided to start from the draft because I don't want to do the previous year over. All the stats would have been all different. The Stanley Cup winner would have been different. Everything would have been different. I would have got offered trades. I'm not about that. Let's just roll with the punches here. This has definitely been the biggest disaster of a franchise mode I've ever done, whether it's losing the save file or whether it's losing the draft lottery or having Duchesne walk for nothing. It's been such a giant learning curve, so I can understand if you're frustrated. But let's just get through GM week, and then we'll talk about it after here. So now, let's look at our draft, because we had a few picks in this draft. So Glenn Sumal, all right, he was our big ticket. He was supposed to be Grand Pierre. That's what I was going to turn this pick in. But you know what? Defense wins championships, baby. Glenn Sumal, welcome to the team. I'm glad to have you. Where's he from? He's American, right? Obviously played in the U.S. developmental program there. This guy, we drafted him, again, with our other first-round pick. This was the year. Oh, my God, of course you drafted a defenseman. Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah, Bryson Zacharias. What a name. Bryson Zacharias, okay? The year where we wanted to go for forwards, our computer picks 2 defensive defensemen. This is so Ottawa. This is such an Ottawa thing to happen. And then Michael Little, we picked him with our pick in the 7th round of 2020. That was a 20-year-old. This guy was already selected. Looking for 19 and 18-year-olds. Jesper Karlsson, we made that selection. So who else did our computer actually pick? So they picked Jimmy Clarkson, who's a 17-year-old, 61 overall. Center playmaker. Where did he play last year? He played in the WHL. 55 points as a 17-year-old. Definitely isn't bad. 61 overall, medium top 9. Montoya, he went in the 3rd round. Braden Montoya. Again, another middle-of-the-road AHL player. Those were the 2 big first-round picks we had. This guy was in the 7th round. Medium bottom 6 for the 7th round isn't that bad. So our I don't even know what we're going to call him. What should we name our computer? We got to come up with a name for our computer if they ever draft again. Let's just start calling our computer Greg. Come on, Greg, what are you doing? But no, that's actually not a bad pick. In the 7th round, getting a medium bottom 6, you can't be too mad at that. He is 20 years old, though. Leonov, exact same thing. No, that was from our pick, actually, in 2020. Matthias Naslund, he was a 2020 pick. That was us. So really, our computer, Greg, didn't really do a whole lot. We got a 4th rounder here who is a medium 7th. So, I mean, it's okay. Did he pick any tendies? So no goalies were selected, which I would have definitely done on my own. But Glenn Sumal, all right, and Zacharias. Bryson Zacharias and Glenn Sumal. So Glenn Sumal, I mean, these guys could both play in the NHL next year. Let's go ahead and get them inked to a contract right away so we can, I guess we don't really have to play them in the preseason anymore since we know already what their overall and their potential is, which is totally fine. So let's get the re-sign stage done and let's just hop into the start of the year. GM week. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start re-signing some players here. Let's see who I got to give a contract to. I know I got to give a contract to Colin White, that's for sure. Timo Meier, Colin White, Logan Brown. But what's concerning me is that there's a lot of players like guys such as Jeff Skinner and Mark Stone. Stone's an 82 overall. That's concerning. That's really concerning. Skinner's an 80, so I'm hoping that they'll take the offseason and they can really jump back up. But as of right now, I definitely have a legitimate reason to be concerned. Looks like Logan Brown's ready for some big boy money here. 3.2 for 3 years. I love that. If he turns into be like an 85, 86 overall guy getting paid 3.5, that is beautiful. Colin White, 5.7. Honestly, he is worth that. I'm not really going to mess around with the contracts too much because we do have a decent amount of space. And especially once that Bobby Ryan contract comes off the books, we're going to have that much more. Andreas Janssen, the only legend that I've thrown out this year, got him on waivers, inking him to a 3-year deal. You'll love to see it. Thomas Yurko. So the only one that's concerning me right now, all these guys I can easily get inked, is Timo Meier. Now, Timo Meier wants 5.3 for the next 5 years. But I've given this guy tons of opportunity to be a legitimate 50-point guy, and he hasn't done that. I feel like I've been giving him top 6 minutes, power play time. Like, I've been really trying to help him out. Then he wants a 5-year deal. Like, even if I was to try to give him like a 2-year deal, maybe get him to prove himself a little bit more, I don't think he's going to sign for that. I'd be comfortable at like 5.5 for 2 years. We'll see. I mean, I don't mind going back and forth a little bit here, but let's go ahead and work out some other contracts, and then we will get this thing started. Okay, so Timo Meier actually accepted the 2-year deal. That's totally fine with me. Got a little bit more money, but if he can hit 50 or 60 points, that will look like a definite home run for me. Looks like everyone re-signed here, except for the legend himself. I'm not too happy where the team ended up in the standings. Honestly, I feel ya. Nick Paul, all these guys. Only one I'm concerned about, Logan Brown and Colin White, and they're both good to go. There you go. Glenn Sumal, welcome to the team. So the only one I got to worry about is Thomas Yurko, who unfortunately I think we're going to have to let go. I just don't see that we have enough room for him in the roster. And then the next one is going to be Andreas Janssen. So let me work something out here. Let me write out our roster, see what holes we have, and then we will get into it. I mean, Andreas Janssen had 45 points last year. I think we can afford to give him a little bit more money. He wants only $2.5 million bucks. Even if he hits like 35 or 40 points, honestly, that's a pretty damn good contract. So let's bump it up from 2.5 to 2.8, give him a couple $100,000 more, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so Andreas Johnsson is back. That's good news. I decided to sign Thomas Jurko, but he said no. That's okay. We can kind of worry about our fourth line because it is something that we actually have to work with in the offseason. So right now, our team's looking like Skinner, Hurdle, and Stone. All right, and then Tkachuk, Colin White, Timo Meier, Brown, and then Bobby Ryan on the right wing. And then we got Schlappick on the fourth line center. Now, we're going to have to bring up or either sign a few other people for our fourth line. And then our defense becomes the youngest defense in the league. Thomas Chabot, Samuel Girard, Lucas Hirsch, Glenn Sumal, Joe Morrow, and Johnny Tyconic. So that's a lot of young guys. 3 of our top 6 are all super young rookie defensemen in Sumal, Hirsch, and Tyconic. And Girard's even very young. But oh my God, look at the free agency. Cale Makar. Oh, baby. Look at this guy. Holy. Obviously, from Colorado, they decided not to sign him after a breakout year. 19 goals, 31 helpers for 50 points. Oh, my God. And then we got Jaden Schwartz here, who's looking like he's moving on from the St. Louis Blues. He's a guy who can quietly put up like 65 or 70 points. He had 75 points this year, 66, 69, 59. So he's definitely worth it. I don't know if he's worth the $8 million, but he's definitely worth 6.5 in my opinion, maybe 7. So for us right now, I mean, oh God, I know you guys want to see big free agent splashes. I know that. Signing Cale Makar would be awesome, and I'm going to try. I just don't know if he's going to sign. I don't know if a young guy who's, 23 years old on top of the world is going to want to come to Ottawa and play with Thomas Chabot and a bunch of really young guys. Nothing against Thomas Chabot, it's just I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that we can be a competitive team this year. Now, if there's a goalie, which there is, I am going to be a player in the goaltending department because we do have $20 million to work with. So we can go and get a guy like Freddie Anderson. Work through free agency a little bit here. I think that Devin Dubnyk is a little bit too old. I mean, I love the 91 overall, but 35 years old, I'm going to say no. Exact same thing with Henrik Lundqvist. It's either Jake Allen or Frederik Andersen. Now I can pay 4.4 for an 84 overall, or I can go ahead and get the elite guy, pay $600,000 more, and get an 88 overall. So in my eyes, that's a no-brainer. He wants a 7-year deal, though, at 31 years old. That's concerning. There's 4 other teams interested, so I'd be interested in something like this at a boatload of money. Because I have the money. I have the money to work with, and the Bobby Ryan contract comes off the books next year. So if it's going to take $8.3 million for us to get a legitimate starting goalie for 3 years, why not? Why the hell not? Considering I don't know how much longer we have here, we could be fired. We could be fired from the Ottawa Senators. It could be that quick. I mean, my job is not super secure. All the assistant GMs, not super secure. We are hanging by a thread here, so we might have to make a large free agent acquisition here. So if I give him 4 years, he wants $1 million less. So I could probably get it done at like 7.5. 7.7 million for Frederik Andersen for 4 years. So that brings him to 35. His contract will be done. He'll still be a legitimate goalie. I mean, the whole Korpisalo thing, which was just a joke. This could be good for our team. 7.75, because I really want you to sign. You go from Anaheim to Toronto to Ottawa. It's quite a career path. Fun fact, actually, I went back to look at the teams that Frederik Andersen played for because I knew I had something wrong. He was actually drafted by Carolina in the 7th round, didn't end up signing, and then 2 years later in 2012 was drafted in the 3rd round by the Anaheim Ducks. So it's kind of a weird little career path there. Carolina never really played a game for them. Obviously a 7th round pick. But Anaheim over to Toronto and now coming to Ottawa. Frederik Andersen, please sign with the squad, please. Please, 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 I'm begging you. So there's a lot of money. Now, Cale Makar. Let's just go all out, boys. Let's go all out. We need a big ticket defenseman. Boom, Cale Makar, baby. If not, our backup plan is Ryan Murray, which, again, the exact same thing with Jake Allen. You could really go and get, a pretty decent player, or you could spend a little bit more money and get the guy who's really, really worth it. So we're going to be spending a lot of cap here, but it's okay because we have it. And I'm prepared to give 8.5 for 5 years for Cale Makar. Please come to Ottawa. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. This will make Jeff Skinner happy. This will make Mark Stone happy. This will make me happy. This will make our owners happy. I mean, the owners, they got my job on a string. I'm really depending on these two guys here. Those are our two giant needs. Obviously, offense in the draft was our first giant need, and Cale Makar went to Columbus. Oh no, our locker room has issues. Oh, Frederick Anderson, you go to Carolina. Oh my God, my goal is to win. I don't think your team is going to be in a position to win anytime soon. Goes back to the team that originally drafted him. It's actually funny that I stopped and I made a point about that because he signs with Carolina. Okay, so that really sucks. That just goes to show how, I mean, now I got Adam Larson. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. That just goes to show how much player morale actually takes effect into franchise mode. I offered those guys so much money. But Jake Allen, what's up, buddy? I know I said some questionable... No, that wasn't from me. I would never. No, never, ever, ever. Never say that. You want to come to Ottawa? Thoughts? You want to come play in Ottawa? I'll give you a bunch of money to be our starting goalie. 5.5 for 4 years. That should probably get it done, yeah? Ottawa's a great place, I promise. It's a fantastic, fantastic place to live. I promise you this. We'll go $5 million. You know what? Screw the 3 years. I'm giving you some term. You're coming to Ottawa, which I'm going to obviously have to pay for. $5 million for 4 years. There's our starting goalie. There you go, Jake Allen. Please sign. Please sign. I think given the defensemen available, I mean, Savard, Goligoski, Ryan Pollock might not be a bad idea. He's a top 4 guy, 83 overall, so we know he's not going to be as good as Cale Makar, obviously, but I need someone to step into our top 4 that's going to be legitimate and has some NHL experience. So 6 years at 4 points, so we're going to have to really overpay for this guy because there's 4 other teams interested, which is Colorado, Columbus, the Islanders, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So that's sketchy. I mean, he's only 26 years old, so if we can go 5.5 for 6, that's a lot of money, but defensemen, you mean, they do come at a premium. 6 years, though, that's a lot. But you know what? Whatever. We need players right now. Ryan Pollock, I think it's Pollock. If he can, potentially turn into be a 30, 40-point guy for us, that's awesome. 6 years, that's a lot of term, but a lot of teams are interested. Honestly, I doubt he's going to sign with us. That's my last-ditch effort at signing a, top guy. I highly doubt he signs with us. Even though we gave him a lot more money, I highly doubt he's going to sign on the dotted line. If he does, great. That helps out our defensive problem. And yeah, look at that. We gave him so much money. So our locker room has some issues, and no one wants to play for us. So we're going to have a pretty weak defensive core, it looks like. Petrie, Goligoski. I mean, we could sign Goligoski for 2 years. I know he puts up a decent amount of points. He's an offensive guy. Obviously, kind of trailed off the last couple years, but pretty much a consistent 35-point guy for his entire career. Savard, I'm not super interested in, even though he has a fantastic beard. Ben Hutton, I mean, Canucks bias aside, he's a decent top 6 defenseman, but... I mean, Taylor Radish? Oh, he's unrestricted. Ooh, hold on here. But we don't really need another forward. Plus, he wants such a small deal. Taylor Radish, I mean, I might as well throw an offer sheet at him. He's, he could be pretty good for us. 82 overall. But where would he play? I'm looking at our lineup here. Where would he play? Like, I'd have to move Bobby Ryan down to the 4th line, which honestly isn't a bad idea, and I wouldn't mind doing that. What's it going to cost me for $2.7 million? A second. All right, so what will it cost me for like $3 million? Still a second. Okay, that's good news. So it's only a 1-year deal, which is kind of fun. Let's take a chance. I love offer sheets. 3.5 for 1 year. Will that offer any more on the draft picks? This year's second. So still, you know what? Let's do it. Absolutely. There you go. Taylor Radish. He's definitely worth it. He's only 23, 82 overall. He can play on our 3rd line with Brown and Johnson. Now actually need another bottom, like, fourth line guy, fourth line winger. Doesn't have to be anything super crazy. We could bring back Zach Smith. Ideally, I'm looking for a guy who's looking for like a second chance. Someone like a guy, I'm just trying to think here, Brandon Sutter. Oh my God, he's really dropped off the map. Like a Zach Cassian, you know, kind of like that. Someone who is a high draft pick and then really slowed down. Or even like a guy like Gergensen. Honestly, I wouldn't mind bringing a guy like Gergensen's in. Let's do that. All right, he's going to play on our fourth line. There you go, Zygmus Gergensens, only because of your name, 2.2 million bucks. There you go. All right, so we did a thing. Kind of. Our defense is going to be really weak, but we're going to be playing with a lot of young guys. Oh my God, Jake Allen, are you kidding me? He says no? Mark Pysyk for a second? Absolutely. Thank you for taking on that cap. He was down to like a 70 overall. Oh, Jeff Skinner's not happy about that, but I get a second. Come on. Come on. I can't win with these guys. I offered Jake Allen $5 million. Let's go 5.5. God, I really got to pay people to play in Ottawa. This is bad. Gergensens, there you go. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. I like the idea that I'm likely your go-to. Okay, did something get mixed up in the contract negotiations? Because you're a fourth liner. You're not my go-to guy. I mean, whatever helps you go to bed at night, but you can be my go-to fourth liner. How about that? All right, let's just do that. So Taylor Radish has accepted our offer. Now, since we just got a second from Chicago, they've decided not to match your offer. Thank you very much. So we basically traded Mark Pysyk for Taylor Radish. Thank you very much. And Jake Allen, things are coming up. Things are looking good here in Ottawa. Kind of, I think. Our defense is weak, but we got a goalie. We got a legitimate NHL goalie. Jake Allen, who has really struggled in his career in St. Louis. But it's okay. Ooh, Jeff Skinner for a first. Ooh, Jeff Skinner for a first. Ooh. All right, so Jeff Skinner, what's up? How you doing? 80 overall. You're clearly not happy, but I'm hoping it bounces back up for you. Again, there's going to be people in the comments who are like, oh, take the first, take the first. I don't really want a first for Skinner. We're going to hold off. If he doesn't bounce back up, I'm going to wait and see. But I'm not looking to trade for next year. I want to be a winning team this year. I want to win some hockey games. Our top six isn't bad. Our top six is not bad at all. Our top four defense is questionable, but our players, honestly, they're not that bad. And we now have a legitimate starting goalie. Could be a sleeper team this year. We could be a sleeper. All right, here we are in year number 4, the start of year 4. Oh my God, what are we doing? Okay, so first things first. Bobby Ryan, we're taking the A. It's gone. Thanks for trying. $7 million. We're already giving you enough. We don't need to give you a letter. And we're going to go ahead and throw that A on Thomas Chabot. There you go. We're going with Thomas Chabot there. Hot Sam Bacho, if you know the meme. Now, I'm interested to see about the lines, but I'm going to wait till after the regular season because hopefully they mesh well during the preseason and maybe some overalls go up because if Jeff Skinner is still an 80, oh, that's going to be bad. That's going to be really, really, really bad. It's going to suck, honestly. I mean, already being this far along in franchise mode and really haven't done a whole lot. I mean, a few pretty good drafts. The whole Glenn Sumal thing is, I mean, we're making the best of it. Everything with the Erik Karlsson situation, it's been a rough go here in Ottawa, and I don't feel like I've done Ottawa fans right. So I want to take this GM week to really get things back on track, and if you guys are really enjoying it, then we'll go ahead and continue on with this. But as of right now, I got to hire some scouts. So, okay, scouts are signed. Well, they're offered a contract. Hopefully they sign. Maybe they don't want to sign with Ottawa. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see the lines here. Please, Jeff Skinner, do not be an 80 overall. Okay, he's an 80 overall. Fantastic. Okay, so Skinner's an 80. That's concerning. Colin White and Logan Brown, they're both 83. Listed as a second liner, listed as a third liner, so that's kind of perfect, I guess. Timo Meier, look at Taylor Radish. He jumped way up there, 83 overall. Now, Brady Tkachuk's still a third liner, which is not bad. I just really wish Skinner was back up to the 85, 86, 87, 88 overall that he was. Our third line, I love our third line. I love our fourth line as well. Schlappick, Gergensons, the go-to man, and then Bobby Ryan. Hot Sam Bacho. If you don't know the meme behind that, there's a guy, Brian5or6 on Twitter. If you rearrange Thomas Chabot's name, it can be Hot Sam Bacho, and I guess the Ottawa Senators got word of it, and it's kind of like a meme around the dressing room and stuff now. So Hot Sam Bacho, what a guy. Up to 86 overall. He's well on his way to becoming an elite defenseman in the NHL. Now, I've seen some comments of some people saying, oh, he's usually 90 overall by now. You screwed up. And maybe that's true. But, I mean, as of right now, he's our best defenseman, and I'm sticking with it. Samuel Girard, 82 overall. Glenn Sumal, 78. Lucas Hirsch, Joe Morrow, and Johnny Tyconic. You understand why I wanted to get Cale Makar? That was really my big thing this year. But we got 21-year-old Johnny Tyconic making his NHL debut. He's a top 6. Glenn Sumal's a top 6. I mean, obviously, none of these guys are top 4. But 19 years old, 18 years old, 21 years old, and 23, and 24. So our oldest defenseman is Joe Morrow at the ripe old age of 28. Our attendees are Jake Allen and Korpisalo, so it's, you know, it's a decent 1-2 punch. It's honestly nothing super fantastic, but it is a legitimate starting goalie, which is awesome. Now, Zacharias is almost ready for the NHL. I'm going to go ahead and send him and Mikkola down. Go ahead and throw those guys down in the American Hockey League down there in Belleville. And then, honestly, I might get some simulation done in this video. I should probably cut it off here, and I should probably be saving some footage for GM week, but I owe it to you guys a little bit here to get a decent video out to you guys because of all the disaster that's went on with Ottawa. So let's go. Game number 1 against the New York Rangers. Maybe Ty Roning's on the team. Who knows? I'll get a little bit of simulation done, and then I'll check out around the NHL for this year. Going into year number 4, the Bruins won the Cup twice. Dallas won it the year after, so that's 3 years. This is headed in to year number 4. Now, the first game, we're at home. Okay, our scouts are good. There you go. They actually want to be in Ottawa. Thank you very much. Good stuff. First game, it's at home against the New York Rangers, and Ty Ronning, maybe he finally made it out of camp. Let's go here. Let's give our home fans something to cheer about. There's like no one in the building. We need to get some excitement back here in the nation's capital. First period, Tony DeAngelo. All right, period number 2. Okay, we get 1. Brady Tkachuk, there you go. Teravainen scores on Jake Allen. Going into the third, Colin White gets 1, but Nick Shore gets the game-winning goal. I'm going till we win. I don't care if we're 1-82. I'm going till we win a damn hockey game. All right, so we got the Anaheim Ducks here. We're on a bit of a road trip here, Anaheim, Edmonton, and then we go back home to face Detroit. So let's go here, Honda Center in Anaheim in October. Let's go, come on. Period number 1. Let's get off to a hot start, and we don't. Kerfoot and Sven Berchi. All right, now an Anaheim Duck. Weird. Period number 2, 4-0. And we get destroyed, 4-0. Okay. All right, good stuff. You love to see it. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm also slow simming games. I want to see our young guns get on the score sheet here. I want to see Johnny Tyconic's first goal. I want to see Glenn Sumal's first goal. I want to see that kind of stuff. So let's go. First period. There you go. We score 3. Taylor Radish, Jeff Skinner, and Colin White. That's what I'm talking about. Yamamoto and Clefbaum. Period number 2. Let's hold it here. 5-3. Brady Tkachuk and Girard. We've scored 5 goals against Edmonton. Oh my God, that's a huge win. That's a big victory. Take that, Connor. Connor McDavid, get out of here. Colin White with 3 points and Girard with a goal of his own. That's awesome. So I do want to slow sim one game, and it's going to be the game against Tampa Bay, and then that's where I'm going to end off the video. Actually, you know what? We're going to go up against the Blues. We're going to get 1 month done. All right, 1 month of 1 month of simulation done because I want to get the Taylor Radish game done, and then I also want to get the Blues game done, which is obviously the return of Jake Allen. Incoming a 3-0 shutout, and oh my God, the Tampa Bay Lightning are 0-5. They don't know what's going on. All right, so we're 1-4-2. They're 0-5. Let's see if we can make these guys 0-6. Come on. There you go, 2-0. Taylor Radish and Thomas Hertl. That's what I'm talking about. Period number 2. Okay, they storm back with 3 of their own. Palat, Miller, and Ryan Mack Truck McDonough. All right, come on, guys. You're one away from tying this one up. You can't let them get their first win against you guys. Come on. There you go, Bobby Ryan, the $7.3 million gentleman. Bobby Ryan with a big goal. 36-28 are the shots. Come on, we just need one more. Just one more. No, not from you guys. Not a power play goal. All right, perfect. Good kill. Good kill. We're going into overtime. Okay, so I really hope we can pull out a giant W here. Maybe it goes to a shootout and we can intervene. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Starting the shootout off, we got Colin White. Let's go, Colin. Oh, nice save, Andre Vasilevsky. Or sorry, no, it's actually Anders Nielsen between the pipes. Oh God, here comes Steven Stamkos. Get out of here. Not today, baby. Number 34, Jake Allen. Who's this? Taylor Radish, the former Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh my God, that one, I don't know what kind of attempt that was, but it actually just hit the post here. Oh shit, Nikita Kucherov with the fake shot through the legs. Get out of here. Jake Allen says no. Come on, we can put the pressure on here. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Hurdle, Thomas Hurdle. What are you doing? Oh my God, we can lose the game here. We can lose the game. Andre Palat. Oh, I have a weird feeling. Oh no, Jake Allen. There you go. All right, you love to see it. Samuel Girard, the young kid out of Colorado, out of Nashville, wherever he's from, and he completely misses the net. Braden Point, hopefully he gets stopped point blank. There you go, Jake Allen, equal to the task. Look at this commentating. Boom, let's go. Timo Meier, he's got my hockey number, 29, and he scores. There you go. Finally he does something, Timo Meier. Here comes Tyler Johnson, had a hat trick the other night, and not tonight. Jake Allen with the big W. You love this. No, Korpisalo. Wait, what? Korpisalo's number 34 as well? Wait, what? They're both number 34? What? Okay, so let me get this straight. We pulled Jake Allen after he got shelled for 3 goals in the first period and a half. That's fine. We put Korpisalo in there. He stops 19 pucks. And then we go back to Jake Allen in the shootout? Huh. Interesting. Or maybe it is Korpisalo. No, it's definitely Jake Allen. It's 100% Jake Allen. That is definitely Jake Allen, for sure. Look at this guy. He can't believe it. Is that Jake Allen? I was way too pumped up on that win, but I was stoked for Taylor Radish to actually get on the score sheet. I should have slow simmed that game against the Islanders. We won 8-5. Holy crap. Because they got Frederick Bang. Or not Frederick. What's his name? There's Frederick Bang and then there's Thomas Bang. So a couple of bangs. Now, Joakim Ryan, okay, this is actually something that I put kind of away that I was going to deal with off camera. We ended up acquiring him in free agency or trade or something. He's 28 years old, making 2.2. He's not happy. Let's go ahead and just get a 4th rounder from Carolina. Why not? That's fine. That whole Joakim Ryan thing really didn't work out, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and fix up our AHL lines in a second here, but one last game against the St. Louis Blues and Jake Allen playing his old team for the first time. I really actually hope we play Jake Allen and not Korpisalo, and good, we do play Jake Allen, but we start off with a 3-goal first period. Colin White, Timo Meier, and Brady Tkachuk. Period number 2. All right, lots of goals. Brady Tkachuk with another one, looking for the hat trick, and he doesn't get it, but Colin White does. There you go. White gets a nice hattie. That's awesome. 6-5. We've been scoring a lot of goals lately. I don't really know what's going on, but Colin White with 3 points, Meier with 4, and Brady Tkachuk with 3. So what a line. Holy. Okay, so after this first month, we realized that... Well, what do we realize? I don't know where I was going with that, but I mean, there's a few losses to start off the year, and then we win against Edmonton, and then we start lose a few more. We get shelled 7-2, then we beat Tampa, who's 1-7-1. They lose Taylor Radish, and they don't know what to do. We beat these guys 8-5, which is crazy, and then a 6-5 win against the Blues. So I don't know what's going on. What a weird team. Go ahead and have a look here at the individual stats, and Colin White leading the way. I really hope Jeff Skinner has piped up a little bit. I don't even see him. He's got 5 points in 11 games. We have to trade. I don't want to trade Jeff Skinner. God damn, I don't want to trade Skinner. I don't want to make any big trades. I don't want to do any more of this stuff. Like Stone as well. They're both just not happy here. Will they eventually pipe back up? I mean, they're playing like shit. They're playing awful. Oh, man. Okay, well, this is where my assistant GMs come in, and I'm going to talk to them right after this. But Taylor Radish, look at this, unreal. He's got 10 points in 11 games. Kachuk's got 9 in 11. That's awesome. Brown's got 8 in 11. Hurdle's got 8 in 11 as well. Andreas Janssen, GM mode legend. The only Ottawa Senators legend so far. Yeah, there's still a lot of question marks here. Glenn Sumal is a minus 17. Whew. That's not good. Bobby Ryan's got the 1 goal, and that's it. Gergensen's got 2 points. That's my go-to man right there. Lucas Hirsch, a minus 19. So he's got his first career goal, which is good to see. Johnny Tyconic's got 4 points. All right, so yeah, it's concerning. It's still concerning. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 for Jake Allen, and 2 and 2 for Korpisalo. Now let's have a look at the entire NHL, have a look at some rookies, all that good stuff. Thatcher Demko, what's up, buddy? Nice to see ya. Have a look at some rookies, see how Thomas Bang is doing over here. Ryan Poehling, Seattle Storm Bears GM mode legend himself, Ryan Poehling. Kiefer Bellows there, 13 points in 11 games. That's awesome for him. Who's this guy? Where was he drafted from? 5th round in 2017? Damn, okay. It's kind of cool. Jonathan Dahlin, Vancouver Canucks prospect. So I don't see anyone. I see Giordano. He may be the only one who made the team out of camp. Oh, no, Thomas Bang did as well. Having a bit of a slow start to a medium franchise, but it's all good. We got Johnny Tyconic up there. Anyone else? So it looks like, I'm seeing, oh no, there he is. Grand Pierre. So he did make the Carolina Hurricanes out of camp as well. So a couple of rookies here early on. Have a look at the entire NHL. Who's leading in scoring? 17 points for Tarasenko, Marchand, and Robbie Fabry. Damn, okay, I'm glad he finally got it all together. Connor McDavid, there you go. And there's Frederick Bang. So Frederick Bang and Thomas Bang. Frederick Bang is from Sweden, and where is the other Bang from? From the Islanders. All right, let's see where he's from. I don't know if Bang is a very Swedish name or not. It doesn't really sound like it. What do I know, though? He very well could be Swedish. And he is, Thomas Bang. Maybe they're brothers. I don't know. Could be. I'm going to go with that. They're brothers, all right? So we got a Carolina Bang, and we got a Long Island Bang. I feel like a Long Island Bang should be a drink. I'll get a Long Island Bang, please. So here's a look at the Islanders. They're actually sick. Bellows is Popov guy they drafted 4th overall. They got Oliver Wahlstrom. They got Joshua Hosang, a guy you might know. Matt Barzell's pretty good at hockey. Nick Leddy. We got Thomas Long Island Bang. They got a lot of good players here. They got Kirby Doc, who they picked pretty high in 2019. Noah Dobson. So yeah, they're stacked. But that's it for this one, guys. I'm not going to take this one super serious. We're going to get through GM week, and then we're going to see where we go. Maybe we'll just win a cup. Who knows? Maybe we'll win a cup, and then we'll move on. I don't know. I'm just going to go with GM week. I hope you guys are happy the series is back. I'm ready to record it, and I will see you guys tomorrow with GM week. I was going to say soon, but I'll see you tomorrow.